you're enjoying your Saturday. I'm enjoying mine. We're having a beautiful day down here in South Texas. Not a cloud in the sky, just so beautiful out. I've been mowing and mowing and mowing and mowing, and but I got a lot of area to mow out here, but when it gets mowed, it looks good. I tell Mom all the time, it looks like a park. It looks like a state park when you get done mowing it, and the banks that flow down to the river, and my big old oak trees and stuff. I just love it, and I enjoy myself out here. It's a peaceful place to live, and I'm very lucky. I hope you're very peaceful and happy wherever you live. And that's what we all need to do. Be peaceful and happy. That's what we're all working for in life, I guess. Just a little pleasure in life, a little relaxation, and be able to do the things we want to do. Speaking about doing what you want to do, what's Donnie doing this weekend? Well, Donnie's at the Virginia Bribe Collection Center this weekend. Where do you think he's been? He goes all the time at the one bribe collection center or another one. Whatever one he's not at, I guess he sends his little minion, his little Eric, and I never see Eric. Donnie Jr., he stuck his foot in his mouth. He's in the news all the time, but I don't see Eric. You know, because if you line up all three of them, Eric, Donnie Jr., and Ivanka, and you look at them and you start having that little song go through your head. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Take a look. I don't know. I'm just saying. Doesn't look like one of them belongs in that trio. What's going on? Well, Donnie's being a whiny little bitch. I didn't write anything down today because I've been busy. I've been busy around my place, and so I didn't get a chance to sit around all day and watch the news or delve into anything. I did look at the few headlines up there, see what's going on, and Donnie's a whiny little bitch again. Are you shitting me? Donnie boy is upset. Why? Because the late night comedians are picking on him. Oh my God, he wants equal time. Equal time? For what? Equal time? You know that only counts during the campaign. Of course, Donnie is in a perpetual campaign. He's running for president right now. Every little rally he goes to, well, that's a campaign stop. That's so he could rake in the money into his little coffers, because Donnie don't like to spend his money. He wants to spend your money, you Republicans. So Donnie's out there collecting all the time, but he thinks he ought to get equal time because the late night shows are talking. Are you shitting me? I stay up every night. I hear every night. We usually fart around either watching a show or something, or on the internet, searching through stuff, trying to get information stored up in this old dead head. But then at 9 o'clock, well, we turn over to, at 10 o'clock, we turn over to The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. I want to watch that one. Always interesting, always well-informed issues. Same way when I switch over to Stephen Colbert. Don't want to miss Stephen. I've been with him a long time. I enjoy his point of view. And I never go a week without seeing Bill Maher. Friday night, we line up. Bill Maher comes on at 9 o'clock, and that's where we are. And then I usually like to watch Vice after that, because I think Vice is a great news source. They delve into a lot of stories, and I really enjoy it. But Donnie wants equal time. Equal time? How about some prison time, Donnie? I'm not too much for you getting equal time, but I'm all for you getting prison time, buddy. And I can't wait till that comes around. How about it? He continues to make a joke out of the presidency. That's how come I wrote that right there. That's how come you're on late night TV, because of your little Twitter feed. Because you can't go 2 or 3 hours without getting on that Twitter and saying something stupid. He was saying, what was he saying this morning? Besides wanting to start a war with North Korea, he wants to do that because it's important. He thinks that will keep. He wants to be a wartime president. He thinks if he starts a war, he won't be getting his ass booted out when Mueller comes around with all the information about Russia. And the PP tapes, which I hear are coming. I don't know, but I sure hope so. Anyway, he started tweeting out about being all bummed out about the late night shows right after Fox and Friends in the Morning had an episode about it this morning. He waited until that show was over when Fox and Friends was saying, oh, look, all the late night hosts are making fun of Donnie. That's not fair. No, but it's very accurate. Name me a single time they're making a joke that isn't true. That's what makes it so funny. It's like getting the news, the terrible news, and then getting a little chuckle out of it. For them pointing out the hypocrisy of it, the ignorance of it, whatever you want to call it. Donnie does it on a daily basis, and that's what provides all that entertainment out there. Is Donnie's own mouth, Donnie's own Twitter feed, Donnie's own actions. That's what gets him. He's been invited to all them late shows. Every one of them have always said, hey, Donnie, come on in and talk about it. But Donnie don't want to do that. Donnie don't want to go on the late night. He's scared of them people. He's not scared of Fox and Friends, though. He'll go over there and sit on that couch any day of the week. They sing his song every day. Donnie gets to get up and dance. So what else is going on? I did notice that the Tax Policy Center got hold of the tax plan that Donnie's pushing forth there. And they got to look at it and figure out who gets what. You know, who's winners, who's losers. Ain't nobody losing. Well, yeah, that's a joke. Anyway, it says that the poor, the lower end of the scale down here, probably where I'm at, well, you're going to get $60 a year. An additional $60. Man, I can hear it now. Mama, let's go buy a new car, new furniture. You know, like that old boy says, you get $1,000 extra. You can go buy a new car or remodel your kitchen. Yeah, where? I'd like to see that guy do a remodeling job for $1,000. Yeah. $60 to the poor people. Oh, man, you'd just be rolling in the dough then. Things will get so much better. You won't believe how much happier Donald Trump is going to make you with that $60. Middle class? Oh, Lord, don't worry. You're going to get your $300. $300 more a year. You could, where's that car? Where's that Ferrari at? Yeah, let's go get one of them. $300 a year. What about the rich? What about the top 1%? What do they get? $1,000, $2,000, maybe what, $30,000? No, $129,000 average. That's what the rich get. Jesus, that's barely enough to, have dinner out with the friends and all that stuff. Because that's all it is to them is pittance. $129,000. They look at that like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. That's twice almost what they say the average. There was a study, I remember it all the time. It said the average wage to make an American happy, to have a nice life, to be able to enjoy the things that we all should be able to enjoy, equates out to about a $75,000 a year job. So if you're not doing $75,000 a year, buddy, you should be working your ass off more, and you probably are. If you make more than that, well, you probably still have to keep your nose to the grindstone, but you're doing okay. Above that, well, you're just rolling in it, buddy, and you like to show it, and so we can all see it. And you keep going up that ladder, and then you get up to that top 1%. It's always that same question. Just how much freaking money do you think you're worth? How much money do you think your gruddy little paws can get around so nobody else can get it? So humanity doesn't benefit from the money, that gold shower curtain or that new yacht or the new island you want to buy. Those are the important things to those people. That's liberty and life to them. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I can buy an island. I can buy a yacht. I can buy a whole big building. $60 a year for the poor. You know what that'll do? That buy some extra beans and rice. That's what that'll do. Anyway, they're always accused, the Democrats, of being wasteful spenders. This little tax bill is going to add $1.5 trillion to the national debt. Now, here's the problem I always have with Republicans. It's because they always paint themselves as fiscally conservative. They are conservative. They are concerned about how they spend their tax dollars. My God, you're wasting the American tax dollar on junk, and we are going to stop it. No, they don't. They call Democratic spending on social issues wasting money. That's wasting money. You're throwing money away on the poor people down there. That's what they think. That's what they think. When the Republicans get in office, they'll just take the damn money and they'll thumb their nose right in your face. Hell yeah, they're going to get a big old tax cut. What did Reagan call it? Reagan called it trickle-down economics. We're going to give to the filthy fucking rich, and it'll trickle down to the working man down there in benefits. You'll get new jobs and wages will go up. None of that happened. None of that happened. They just stole the money. That's what they do. Every damn time a Republican is in there, the national debt skyrockets. And as soon as they're out of office, well, now that's a problem. We can't have that. We have to get this budget under control. We have to be conservative with our spending. We can't be wasting it on private jets. Oh, wait, that's them. We can't be wasting it on whatever the hell the poor people want. Because they want their private jets. They want their lifestyle that they always claim that us liberals have. Yeah, not exactly the lifestyles of the rich and famous here, I'm telling you. I like my place, I love my place. But I fight every month for this place. It takes half my income just to make the payment on this place. And I will continue to do that until the day I die, and then it gets to be paid off and my kids won't have to put up with some stinking bank. Anyway, what else is going on? Well, the last thing I have here, well, besides him wanting to start a war with North Korea, which we've already mentioned, he is desperate for that. You watch. That's the storm that's coming. That he the calm before the storm. All the threats that he's made is, for one thing, is to lay the groundwork for us to go to war with North Korea and just screw everybody who lives in South Korea. They're going to die anyway. We'll get over it. Don't you worry about it. He wants a war to stay in office because he's a Russian hack and he wants to hide that. That's what I believe. And on that note, there was another story in there. The resistance is growing. The resistance. Oh, there's a story in there talking about the resistance. That's us, baby. The resistance. Not me personally. But it was a story about who's got the most money in their coffers, the Democrats or the Republicans. Well, it turns out the resistance does. The resistance are the ones that are starting to yell now. There's infighting inside the Democratic Party. Those that were for Hillary, those that were for Bernie, there was a divide in our party, and there's a battle going on for it and for the values and the direction that this party should go in. That's happening here in the Democratic Party. It's also happening over in the Republican Party. We've seen that. The difference being is over in the Republican Party, they're saying if they can go more drastic over to the right, they want to go as far as right as they can. What's his name down there in Alabama? Pull out a gun on your campaign trail just so you can get your old crowd there all worked up because you got a gun. The right, all the way over there to the evangelical right. Drag them over there. And then there's the left. We're dragging too. We're having a fight too. But ours is for the equality of all of us. Do I think that we should have universal health care, single payer? Hell yes. Health should not be something you can afford. Oh, I can't afford to have my heart transplant, or I can't afford to have a kidney transplant. I can't afford my dialysis, or whatever the hell it is that you got. You can't afford it. It's not health care. That's profit care. So yes, I'm for single payer. I don't think your kid ought to pay tuition to a community college that your tax dollars pay for. Your tax dollars go to build it. Your tax dollars go to run it. And then when your kid wants to go there, oh no, cough up some more money. Cough up money for tuition, for books, for this, that, and the other. Let's make it so difficult that they owe their life by the time they graduate. So yeah, I'm for things like that. I'm a progressive liberal. I want things like that, but there's within our own party that don't want that. They want to drag their heels on this, that, and the other. They want to drag their heels on the gun issue. I don't. I want responsible gun control in this country, and that's worth fighting for. And so are all the other things: single payer and tuition to a community college. Why double dip? Why do they get to keep taking and taking? You know, the Republicans came out with that makers and takers shit a long time ago, remember? But we know who the makers are and who the takers are. It's the guys down here at the bottom who make a living. And the people up at the top that just keep taking more and more of what is earned out there. They think CEOs should be paid jillions of dollars while the worker gets squat. Social programs, oh no, we can't do that because we have to subsidize Walmart's employee package. You know, where you got a job but you can't afford groceries because you're paying it all on a mortgage payment. or truck payment or insurance payment. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Oh, insurance. If you got a vehicle, it's the law. You have to have insurance. It's the law. You got to have insurance. Healthcare. Well, they shouldn't make that a law. That's stomping on my freedom. I shouldn't be forced to. It's the same kind of bullshit they try to sell every time on every social program there is. So, yeah, there's a fight going on both sides. Their side and our side. They are fighting for something worse. We are fighting for something better. So keep that in mind, and let's keep this fight going. The resistance is getting stronger every day. Every day, more and more people wake up and see what kind of idiot, lying sack of shit that we have in our office and go, man, I'm getting tired of being associated with that guy. So yeah, them Republicans, it's time to make that turn. It's time to turn around and get away from stinking crap and getting that stuff all wiped all over you and turn around for the betterment of all of us, not just the wealthy. You don't have to pull yourself, but we're not going to take your bootstraps or anything else. That's not what it's about. It's about rising up everybody in this country. When the tide goes up, it's supposed to rise us all. Not just the wealthy at the top who's floating around up there on their yachts. They won't even throw a life preserver out. They might need it someday, you know. Anyway, that's about all I got. Oh, it's been a hell of a day. I enjoy myself when I get to work in the yard. I really do. My kids say, Dad, don't mow. I like to mow. I like Mother Nature. I like to get out here even if I have to sweat a little bit, and I have done that somewhat today. Up in the 90s today down here. And I'm waiting on a little cold front. I want it to get down and, really cold, down in them 70s. What can I say? I'm a sand and sea kind of guy. Anyway, Blue Dots around the nation. I hope the weather is fine at your house. If it's not, I hope you just make lemons out of lemonade. I hope you just put a smile on it anyway. You'll get through this day and tomorrow. Nate's coming ashore sometime tonight, they say, up around New Orleans, Biloxi, or somewhere up in that area. So those people up there, y'all hunker down, keep safe, and wait for this thing to pass over. It looks like it's going to move pretty fast through because it just came up real fast. So be careful where you are. Simone and all them down there on Mobile Bay, y'all take it easy down there and make sure everything is safe. And to all our Blue Dots around the world, thank you again for letting the old man yak a little bit, lending an ear to it. And just keep in mind that we are all working in one direction to try to make it better for all of us. So let's keep doing that. And let's do it tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll be back. Like, share, and subscribe. John Bernaville, Blue Dot in Texas. Y'all take it easy. Later. Bye.